Hi, in the previous session we learned how do we work with idle. We executed a very basic Python statement on the shell prompt, and then we also learned how do we create a script file, and we also learned how do we execute the script file. In this session we are going to learn more about the variables, the rules for naming a variables, the various data types provided in Python. Whenever we want to store some information, we just wrote the variable name equal to some value. Now whenever you want to name this particular variable, there are some rules to be followed. The rules are: the variable name can contain alphanumeric characters, like it can contain alphabets A to Z, it can also contain digits 0 to 9, and it can only contain one special symbol, which is the underscore. It should always begin with an alphabet. It cannot begin with a digit. It cannot contain any special characters other than the underscore symbol, like it cannot contain the dollar symbol, the @ symbol, right? All such kind of symbols. There are some words which have special meaning in Python. They are called as keywords. Those keywords cannot be used as the names for a variable. Like I can always use the simple variable name a equal to 12, it's valid. Now I cannot say 1 equal to 5, because 1 is not a valid variable name. I can write A1, which is valid because it is beginning with an alphabet and it also contains a digit. But the same way, if I write 1A, this is not valid because it is beginning with a digit. And the same way, if I have like A space B, this is not a valid identifier. Now you can have an underscore, which is a valid symbol, and dollar symbol as a part of the variable name is again invalid. Now, as I said, like there are some keywords which cannot be used as variable names. Here is the list of the keywords which are provided by the Python language. As of now, we can see that there are 33 keywords provided by Python, and there are chances that the next versions of Python you might come across some keywords. It's difficult to remember all the keywords. There is no need to by heart all the keywords at this particular moment, and as we keep working on it, we will get to know the words which have special meaning. Most of the IDEs basically follow syntax highlighting, and keywords follow a particular color out here. Like in this particular IDE, one of the keywords, you can just see out here, the keyword is basically following the orange color. Now every IDE does not follow the same color, but this particular IDE is following this. So you can understand what are the colors followed, and then if you come across any new word which is a keyword, then you can get to know about that. Avoid using those as their variable names. The next thing is, does Python support data types? The answer is yes, Python does support data type. But only thing is, we don't need to explicitly specify the data type while creating the variable. Now the data type of the variable is determined automatically based on the values what you assign to it. You can assign a numerical value for the variable. In this case, the data type of a will be integer. Now you can also assign a numerical value with a fractional point, and you can also assign a string literal. This is my name, and then you can also have Boolean values assigned, like employed, I'll just say true. So I have basically created 4 different identifiers, and I tried to assign different values for this. Now I want to know what is the data type of this object A, B, name, and employed. Whenever you want to know the data type of any object, you can use type function. Like for example, I want to know what is the data type of A. We can just try to write print type of A. So type will basically give me the type, and then which I'm taking it and then printing on the screen. And I would like to also print the message along with this type of A equal to this. And the same way I would like to do it for B, name, and employed. Let's save this file and then execute it. And you can just observe the data type of A is int, the data type of B is float, the data type of name variable is string and represented as str, and the data type of employed is Boolean. So these are the 4 primitive data types what we have in Python. Thank you.